How your emotions can ruin your divorce. Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder of Farias Family Law, and this is an issue that unfortunately comes up often in divorce. People headed toward divorce are hurt, they're afraid, and sometimes they let their emotions get the best of them, can't keep them in check, and it hurts their cases. So I specifically remember a couple of years ago helping this woman. She was in a 15-year marriage, found out that her husband was cheating on her. She had a very difficult time accepting that and processing it, and that resulted in her making some decisions on her case that she probably wouldn't otherwise have made if she got her emotions under control. And that made her case more difficult to resolve. So there are a couple of things that can happen if you don't have your emotions in check heading into a divorce. So first, you risk wasting time, money, and losing your credibility. And that is a terrible combination. So if you're hurt and you haven't been able to process what happened and accept it and deal with it appropriately, then you're more likely to just make bad decisions in your case, say things you otherwise wouldn't have said. And what happens then is your case ends up taking longer. You have to spend more money on attorney fees. And the worst case scenario is when people are out of control to the point that they do and say things that costs them their credibility in front of the judge. So if the judge sees you operating a certain way, that may call into question your mental stability. And that is a worst case scenario, especially when there are children involved, which is the second area of damage that we see when people have unchecked emotions is the kids are hurt. People who are operating out of anger, out of bitterness, spite, in some cases, unfortunately, end up involving the children. They're saying things to the children that they shouldn't say, getting the children involved in discussions, arguments, and that is the last thing you want to do with children. You want to make this as smooth for them as possible. And so when you're operating out of emotion instead of rationality and objectiveness, you are more likely to do that. So be careful. If you are hurting from something that happened during your marriage, you want to first of all recognize that. That's the first step, is having the insight to say, okay, something is going on here. I understand why I'm hurt. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you tend to your wellness. So the basics, right? You want to make sure that you are sleeping well, exercising, eating well, practicing some form of mindfulness. None of us are going to be good at all of those. I would say just start with one and build on that. And more importantly, if there was significant trauma, or if you are really hurt by something, don't be afraid to reach out for some counseling. We've had people who we referred for cognitive behavioral therapy, and they found it very effective. So this is not taboo anymore. It doesn't mean you're crazy. A lot of people are utilizing counseling. I've utilized the counselor twice myself and found it very helpful. So you want to find somebody you trust, get some counseling, get somebody on board who will help you process what happened, and that will put you in a position to make rational, objective decisions on your case. If you have any other questions about this, you can call us at 508-675-0464. You can email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this video helpful, feel free to subscribe to our channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from it. We're on Facebook at Farias Family Law and on Instagram at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.